Hello and welcome to this journey of mindfulness, where we discover how to bring peace, presence, and joy into the simplest moments of our lives. Today we're going to explore how mindfulness can transform even the most mundane tasks, like washing dishes, walking, or brushing your teeth, into opportunities for calm and connection. This video is inspired by ancient wisdom from Buddhism, meditation practices, and modern understandings of mindfulness. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or someone looking to deepen your practice, this will be a warm and accessible guide to help you reduce stress and improve your well-being. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Let's begin. We often rush through the life, caught up in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. We forget that the present moment, the only moment we truly have, is happening right here, right now. Mindfulness invites us to pause, to notice, and to savor the richness of life as it unfolds. It's not about adding more to your plate, it's about finding stillness within what you already do every day. Think about it. How many times have you washed dishes while thinking about something else, or walked somewhere without noticing the world around you? These activities are not just chores, they're gateways to presence. They're chances to reconnect with yourself and the beauty of the ordinary. In the next 2 hours, we'll break down mindfulness into 10 chapters, each focusing on a different activity or aspect of daily life. From washing dishes to eating mindfully, from walking meditation to conscious breathing, we'll cover practical ways to weave mindfulness into your routine. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. You don't need any special tools or skills. All you need is a willingness to show up fully to your own experience. Mindfulness has its roots in Buddhist teachings, where it was seen as a path to awakening, to truly seeing reality as it is. But let's be clear, you don't need to adopt any particular belief system to benefit from mindfulness. It's universal, it's human, and it's available to everyone no matter who you are or where you come from. Throughout this video, I'll share insights, guided exercises, and reflections to help you cultivate mindfulness in your everyday life. Feel free to pause, rewind, or revisit sections as needed. There's no pressure to get it right. Just listen, try things out, and see what resonates with you. By practicing mindfulness, you'll likely notice shifts, not just in how you approach daily tasks, but in how you relate to yourself and others. You might find that stress becomes easier to manage, relationships feel deeper, and moments of joy become more frequent. The key is consistency. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can make a profound difference over time. So, whether you're tuning in because you want to reduce stress, improve focus, or simply live with greater awareness, know that you're exactly where you need to be. Together, we'll create a space for calm, curiosity, and compassion. Let's take one more deep breath together before we dive in. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. Beautiful. Now, let's move on to our first chapter, where we'll explore what mindfulness really means and why it matters so much in our fast-paced world. Chapter 1. What is mindfulness? So what exactly is mindfulness? At its core, mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about noticing what's happening right here, right now. Whether that's the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the sound of birds chirping outside, or the taste of your morning coffee. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Yet for many of us, it's surprisingly challenging. Why? Because our minds love to wander. We spend so much of our lives caught up in thoughts about the past or worries about the future that we often miss the beauty and richness of the present moment. Mindfulness helps us reclaim that richness by teaching us to anchor ourselves in the here and now, rather than getting swept away by the endless stream of thoughts. Mindfulness has deep roots in Buddhist philosophy, where it was considered an essential part of the path to enlightenment. In fact, the word mindfulness comes from the Pali term sati, which roughly translates to awareness or attention. Ancient Buddhist texts describe mindfulness as a way to develop clarity, insight, and freedom from suffering. Over centuries, monks and practitioners used mindfulness techniques like meditation, mindful walking, and mindful eating to cultivate inner peace and understanding. These practices were designed to help individuals see reality as it truly is, to strip away layers of distraction, attachment, and delusion, and connect with their authentic selves. But mindfulness isn't confined to monasteries or religious traditions. In recent decades, it has gained widespread recognition in psychology, neuroscience, and education. Researchers have studied mindfulness extensively, and the findings are remarkable. Studies show that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve focus, enhance emotional regulation, and even boost physical health. Hospitals use mindfulness-based interventions like mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, to support patients dealing with chronic pain, anxiety, and depression. Schools incorporate mindfulness programs to help students manage stress and improve academic performance. Corporations offer mindfulness training to increase productivity, creativity, and employee well-being. Clearly, mindfulness works. But how does it work? One reason mindfulness is so effective is that it changes the way we relate to our thoughts and emotions. Instead of identifying with them as if they define who we are, we learn to observe them objectively. For example, when anger arises, instead of reacting impulsively, we might say to ourselves, there's anger. This small shift creates space, a pause between stimulus and response, allowing us to choose how we act rather than being driven by habit. Over time, this practice builds resilience and emotional intelligence, helping us navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. Another powerful aspect of mindfulness is its emphasis on acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It means acknowledging things as they are without trying to change them immediately. When we resist reality, whether it's a difficult emotion, an unpleasant task, or a rainy day, we create unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness encourages us to meet life as it is, with openness and curiosity. By doing so, we cultivate a sense of equanimity, a calm, steady presence that allows us to face whatever arises with courage and compassion. Let's take a closer look at how mindfulness works in practice. Imagine you're sitting quietly, focusing on your breath. As you breathe in and out, you notice sensations in your body, the rise and fall of your chest, the coolness of the air entering your nostrils, the warmth of it leaving. But inevitably, thoughts will arise. Maybe you start thinking about your to-do list, a conversation you had earlier, or something you're looking forward to later. The key is not to push these thoughts away or judge yourself for having them. Instead, you simply acknowledge them. Oh, there's a thought. And gently bring your attention back to your breath. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to stay present. This process might sound easy, but it's deceptively challenging. Our minds are wired to wander and distractions are everywhere. That's why mindfulness is often described as a skill, one that requires patience, persistence, and practice. Think of it like training a muscle. Every time you notice your mind wandering and bring it back to the present moment, you're building mental strength. Over time, this strengthens your capacity for focus, awareness, and self-regulation. Now let's address some common misconceptions about mindfulness. First, people often think mindfulness requires sitting still and meditating for long periods. While formal meditation is a wonderful practice, mindfulness doesn't always look like that. As we'll explore throughout this video, mindfulness can happen anywhere, at your desk, in the shower, during a conversation. It's less about where you practice and more about how you approach whatever you're doing. Second, mindfulness isn't about clearing your mind or achieving some blissful state. Your mind will wander, that's natural. The practice lies in bringing your attention back again and again to the present moment. Think of it like tending a garden. You don't expect weeds to disappear overnight. Instead, you pull them one by one, nurturing the soil and planting seeds of awareness. Similarly, mindfulness is a gradual process of cultivating presence and letting go of distractions. Finally, mindfulness isn't selfish. Some people worry that taking time for themselves might seem indulgent or self-centered. But the opposite is true. When we nurture our own well-being, we become better equipped to care for others. Mindfulness fosters qualities like compassion, empathy, and patience, which ripple outward to touch everyone around us. By becoming more aware of our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, we also become more attuned to the needs and experiences of others. As we continue exploring mindfulness in action, keep in mind that this is a skill, one that takes time to develop. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and remember, mindfulness isn't a destination, it's a journey. Every step counts. Whether you're washing dishes, walking down the street, or brushing your teeth, each moment offers an opportunity to practice presence. With that foundation in place, let's move on to Chapter 2, where we'll explore how to bring mindfulness into one of the most overlooked yet transformative activities, washing dishes. Chapter 2: Mindfulness while washing dishes. Washing dishes might seem like a chore, an obligatory task we rush through to get to the next thing on our list. But what if I told you that washing dishes could be an opportunity for mindfulness, a chance to slow down and connect with the present moment? When approached with awareness, this simple activity can become a form of meditation, a way to cultivate calm and gratitude in the midst of daily life. Let's start by reframing how we think about washing dishes. Instead of viewing it as a mundane or unpleasant task, see it as a ritual, a sacred act of caring for yourself and your environment. Every dish you wash is a small contribution to your home, a gesture of love and attention. The philosopher Thich Nhat Hanh once wrote, "While washing the dishes, one should only be washing the dishes, not thinking about the tea afterward." This profound insight reminds us that true mindfulness isn't about multitasking or rushing, it's about being fully immersed in whatever you're doing. So, how do you practice mindfulness while washing dishes? It begins with setting an intention. Before you even turn on the faucet, take a moment to pause and say to yourself, "I am doing this task with care." This simple act of intention shifts your mindset from obligation to purpose. You're no longer just getting it over with, you're engaging fully with the experience. Once you've set your intention, focus on the sensory details of the task. Notice the warmth of the water as it flows over your hands. Pay attention to the texture of the sponge or brush as you scrub away food particles. Observe the weight of each plate or glass as you hold it under the stream. If there's soap involved, notice its scent, whether it's fresh and citrusy or mild and floral. These sensations are anchors that keep you grounded in the present moment. As you wash, allow yourself to move slowly and deliberately. There's no need to rush. Feel the rhythm of your movements, the back and forth motion of your hands, the gentle clinking of dishes against the sink. If your mind starts to wander to thoughts about work, relationships, or what's for dinner, gently bring your attention back to the physical sensations of washing. Remember, mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts altogether. It's about noticing them without judgment and returning to the task at hand. Washing dishes also offers a unique opportunity to practice gratitude. As you clean each item, reflect on its role in your life. That plate carried your meal, nourishing your body. That cup held your morning coffee, fueling your day. Even the simplest objects have value when viewed through the lens of appreciation. Take a moment to silently thank these items for their service before placing them in the drying rack. Another aspect of mindful dishwashing is paying attention to your posture and breathing. Are you standing comfortably, with your shoulders relaxed and your spine straight? Or are you hunched over the sink, creating unnecessary tension in your body? Adjust your stance if needed, and take a few deep breaths as you work. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This conscious breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also helps you stay focused on the task. If you're washing dishes by hand rather than using a dishwasher, you'll likely encounter different textures and challenges along the way. A stubborn crust of dried sauce might require extra effort, while delicate glassware demands careful handling. Rather than seeing these variations as obstacles, embrace them as part of the experience. Each dish presents its own unique qualities, just as each moment in life offers something distinct to observe and appreciate. For those who use a dishwasher, don't worry, you can still practice mindfulness during this process. Loading the dishwasher mindfully involves similar principles, focusing on the sensations, movements, and intentions behind your actions. As you place each item inside, notice how it feels to handle it. Is it smooth or rough, heavy or light? Take your time arranging everything neatly, treating the task with the same care you would if you were washing by hand. One of the most beautiful aspects of mindful dishwashing is its accessibility. Unlike formal meditation, which often requires dedicated time and space, washing dishes is something most of us do every day. It's already built into your routine, making it an ideal opportunity to integrate mindfulness into your life without adding anything extra. Over time, this practice can transform your relationship with household chores, turning them into moments of peace and connection rather than drudgery. Of course, practicing mindfulness while washing dishes doesn't mean you'll never feel frustrated or impatient. Some days, the pile of dishes may feel overwhelming, or distractions may pull your attention away. That's perfectly okay. Mindfulness isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Whenever you notice your mind wandering or your emotions flaring, simply acknowledge it and return to the task. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded in the present moment. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating elements of ritual or symbolism into your dishwashing routine. For example, you might visualize the warm water washing away not just grease and grime, but also stress and negativity. Imagine each dish emerging clean and renewed, symbolizing a fresh start. Alternatively, you could dedicate your dishwashing session to someone you care about, offering it as a silent act of kindness or gratitude. These small gestures infuse the task with meaning, transforming it into more than just a chore. Finally, let's talk about the broader benefits of mindful dishwashing. Beyond the immediate sense of calm it brings, this practice can ripple outward into other areas of your life. By training yourself to find joy and presence in such seemingly ordinary activity, you begin to see the extraordinary in everyday moments. Suddenly, folding laundry or sweeping the floor becomes less tedious and more fulfilling. You develop a greater appreciation for the little things, the sights, sounds, and textures that make up your daily existence. In essence, washing dishes mindfully teaches us an important lesson. Happiness isn't found in grand achievements or exotic experiences. It's found in the quiet, unassuming moments of life. When we learn to savor these moments, we discover a wellspring of contentment within ourselves. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 3, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice: walking meditation. Chapter 3, Walking Meditation. Walking is one of the most fundamental human activities, an action so ingrained in our daily lives that we often take it for granted. Yet, when approached mindfully, walking can become a profound form of meditation, a way to reconnect with yourself, your surroundings, and the rhythm of life itself. This practice, known as walking meditation, invites us to slow down, pay attention, and find peace in the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other. Walking meditation has its roots in ancient Buddhist traditions, where it was practiced alongside seated meditation as a complementary method for cultivating mindfulness. Monks and practitioners would walk slowly and deliberately, focusing their attention on each step, each breath, and the sensations in their bodies. Over time, this practice spread beyond monasteries and into modern mindfulness teachings, becoming accessible to people from all walks of life, pun intended. Today, walking meditation is embraced not only by spiritual seekers, but also by therapists, educators, and anyone looking to reduce stress and improve well-being. So, how do you practice walking meditation? The beauty of this technique lies in its simplicity. Unlike seated meditation, which requires a quiet space and specific posture, Walking meditation can be done almost anywhere, at home, in nature, or even on a busy street. All you need is a willingness to bring awareness to your movement and your environment. To begin, choose a space where you feel comfortable moving freely. This could be a park, a garden, a quiet hallway, or simply a stretch of sidewalk near your home. If possible, remove your shoes to feel the texture of the ground beneath your feet, a soft carpet, cool tile, or earthy soil. Barefoot walking enhances your connection to the earth and deepens your sensory experience. However, if going barefoot isn't practical, wearing comfortable shoes works just fine. Once you've chosen your space, stand still for a moment to take a few deep breaths. Feel your feet firmly planted on the ground. Notice the distribution of weight across your soles. Are you leaning slightly forward or backward? Adjust your stance until you feel balanced and centered. This initial grounding prepares you to move with intention and awareness. Now begin walking at a slow, steady pace. There's no rush. Focus on the mechanics of your steps, the lifting, moving and placing of each foot. As you lift your foot, notice the muscles in your leg engaging. As you swing it forward, feel the shift in your balance. And as you place it down, pay attention to the sensation of contact between your foot and the ground. Is it firm or gentle, smooth or uneven? These subtle details anchor you in the present moment, helping you stay fully engaged with the experience. If you're practicing indoors, you might walk back and forth along a short path, turning around when you reach the end. Outdoors, you could follow a loop or wander aimlessly, allowing your intuition to guide your route. Either way, maintain a consistent pace and keep your gaze soft, avoiding distractions like checking your phone or scanning the horizon too intensely. Instead, let your eyes rest naturally on the path ahead, taking in the colors, shapes, and textures around you. Breathing plays an important role in walking meditation. Coordinate your breath with your steps to create a sense of flow and harmony. For example, you might inhale for 2 steps and exhale for 2 steps, adjusting the ratio to match your natural rhythm. This synchronization helps calm your mind and body, fostering a meditative state. If coordinating breath and movement feels challenging at first, don't worry, it will come with practice. As you walk, allow your awareness to expand beyond your footsteps. Tune into the sounds around you, the rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, the hum of distant traffic. Notice the smells wafting through the air, whether it's the freshness of rain-soaked earth or the faint aroma of blooming flowers. Feel the temperature on your skin. Is it warm and sunny or cool and breezy? By immersing yourself in these sensory details, you deepen your connection to the world around you. Of course, thoughts will inevitably arise during your walk. Perhaps you'll start planning tomorrow's tasks, replaying a recent conversation, or daydreaming about future adventures. When this happens, gently acknowledge the thought without judgment and return your focus to your steps. Remember, mindfulness isn't about silencing your mind, it's about observing your thoughts and choosing where to direct your attention. Each time you refocus on your walking, you strengthen your ability to stay present. Walking meditation offers numerous benefits, both physical and mental. Physically, it promotes better posture, coordination, and circulation, especially when done regularly. Mentally, it reduces stress, clears the mind, and enhances concentration. Many people find that walking meditation provides a refreshing alternative to seated practices, particularly if they struggle with restlessness or discomfort while sitting still. Additionally, because walking is such a universal activity, incorporating mindfulness into it makes the practice sustainable and easy to integrate into daily life. For those who live in urban environments, walking meditation can be particularly transformative. Cities are often fast-paced and chaotic, filled with noise, crowds, and constant stimulation. Practicing mindfulness while navigating these settings allows you to reclaim a sense of calm amidst the chaos. You might choose a quieter street or park for your meditation, but even bustling areas can serve as fertile ground for presence. By tuning into the sights, sounds, and sensations of city life, you transform what might otherwise feel overwhelming into something manageable and even beautiful. Another powerful aspect of walking meditation is its symbolic resonance. Each step represents progress, not just in terms of physical movement, but also personal growth. With every mindful stride, you're literally moving forward, leaving behind distractions and aligning yourself with the present moment. This metaphorical dimension can inspire a deeper appreciation for life's journey, reminding you to savor each step rather than rushing towards some distant goal. To deepen your practice, consider setting an intention before you begin. For example, you might dedicate your walk to cultivating patience, gratitude, or compassion. Alternatively, you could visualize each step as a gesture of kindness toward yourself or others. These intentions infuse your meditation with purpose, making it more meaningful and impactful. Walking meditation also lends itself beautifully to social contexts. While many forms of meditation are solitary, walking can easily be shared with friends, family, or colleagues. Invite someone to join you for a mindful stroll, encouraging them to focus on their steps and surroundings. Not only does this foster connection, but it also creates opportunities to introduce mindfulness to others in a low-pressure, enjoyable way. Finally, let's talk about the versatility of walking meditation. Unlike formal seated practices, which require dedicated time and space, walking meditation can be seamlessly integrated into your existing routine. Whether you're commuting to work, running errands, or taking a leisurely evening stroll, you can bring mindfulness to your movements. Start small, perhaps dedicating 5 minutes of your walk to full awareness, and gradually extend the duration as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Over time, you'll find that mindful walking becomes second nature, enriching your everyday experiences. In essence, walking meditation teaches us that mindfulness doesn't have to be confined to cushions or quiet rooms. It's a portable practice, adaptable to any situation and accessible to anyone. By embracing the simplicity of walking, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 4, where we'll explore another opportunity for mindfulness in daily life: brushing your teeth. Chapter 4: Brushing your teeth mindfully. Brushing your teeth is one of those daily rituals we often perform on autopilot. It's something we do twice a day, or at least we're supposed to, without much thought or attention. Yet, like any other activity, brushing your teeth can become an opportunity for mindfulness, a chance to slow down and connect with the present moment. When approached with awareness, this simple act transforms from a routine chore into a meaningful practice that nurtures both your oral health and your mental well-being. Let's start by reframing how we think about brushing our teeth. Instead of viewing it as a mundane necessity, a box to check off before starting or ending the day, see it as a ritual of self-care. Every stroke of the toothbrush is an act of kindness toward yourself, a way of nurturing your body and honoring its needs. By bringing mindfulness to this task, you cultivate gratitude for the ability to care for yourself and create space for calm and presence in your morning or evening routine. So, how do you practice mindfulness while brushing your teeth? The process begins with setting an intention. Before you even pick up your toothbrush, take a moment to pause and say to yourself, "I am doing this for my health and well-being." This simple act shifts your mindset from obligation to purpose. You're no longer just getting it over with, you're engaging fully with the experience. Once you've set your intention, focus on the sensory details of the task. Notice the texture and weight of your toothbrush in your hand. Is it smooth or slightly rough, heavy or light? Observe the bristles as you run them under water, watching how they soften and prepare for action. Now squeeze the toothpaste onto the brush. Pay attention to the coolness of the paste as it leaves the tube, the minty scent filling the air, and the small dollop forming on the bristles. These tiny moments are invitations to be present. As you begin brushing, move slowly and deliberately. Feel the motion of your hand as it guides the brush across your teeth, and gums. Notice the pressure you apply. Is it firm enough to clean, but gentle enough to avoid irritation? Tune into the sensation of the bristles against your teeth, the foamy texture of the toothpaste, and the coolness of the water as you rinse. If your mind starts to wander to thoughts about your day, your plans, or your worries, gently bring your attention back to the physical sensations of brushing. Remember, mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts altogether. It's about noticing them without judgment and returning to the task at hand. One of the most powerful aspects of mindful toothbrushing is its connection to breath. As you brush, pay attention to your breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This conscious breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also enhances your awareness of the present moment. You might even imagine that with each exhale, you're releasing tension, stress, or negativity, along with the bubbles of toothpaste swirling around your mouth. Another element to explore during mindful toothbrushing is posture. Are you standing comfortably with your shoulders relaxed and your spine straight? Or are you hunched over the sink, creating unnecessary tension in your body? Adjust your stance if needed, and take a moment to scan your body for areas of tightness or discomfort. By aligning your posture, you create a foundation of ease and stability that supports your practice. For those who use electric toothbrushes, don't worry, you can still practice mindfulness. While the device does much of the work for you, there's still plenty to observe. Focus on the vibrations of the brush against your teeth, the hum of the motor, and the way it feels to guide the brush along your gum line. Treat the experience as an opportunity to tune into subtleties you might otherwise overlook. Mindful toothbrushing also offers a unique chance to practice gratitude. As you clean each tooth, reflect on its role in your life. These small, hard-working structures allow you to eat, speak, and smile confidently. Even the simplest parts of your body have immense value when viewed through the lens of appreciation. Take a moment to silently thank your teeth and your entire mouth for their service before rinsing and finishing your routine. Beyond the immediate benefits of calming your mind and enhancing your oral hygiene, mindful toothbrushing has broader implications for your overall well-being. By training yourself to find joy and presence in such a seemingly ordinary activity, you develop a greater appreciation for the little things in life, the sights, sounds, and textures that make up your daily existence. Over time, this practice can ripple outward, influencing how you approach other tasks and interactions. For example, imagine applying the same principles of mindfulness to other grooming activities like shaving, flossing, or washing your face. Each of these actions becomes an opportunity to slow down, pay attention, and connect with yourself. By weaving mindfulness into your personal care routines, you transform what might otherwise feel like chores into moments of peace and self-compassion. Of course, practicing mindfulness while brushing your teeth doesn't mean you'll never feel impatient or distracted. Some mornings you might be rushing to get out the door, or some evenings you might be too tired to focus. That's perfectly okay. Mindfulness isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Whenever you notice your attention slipping or your emotions flaring, simply acknowledge it and return to the task. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded in the present moment. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating elements of ritual or symbolism into your toothbrushing routine. For instance, you might visualize the toothpaste cleaning away not just plaque and bacteria, but also negative thoughts or emotional residue. Imagine your mouth emerging fresh and renewed, symbolizing a fresh start to your day or a peaceful close to your evening. Alternatively, you could dedicate your toothbrushing session to someone you care about, offering it as a silent act of kindness or gratitude. These small gestures infuse the task with meaning, transforming it into more than just a chore. Finally, let's talk about the accessibility of mindful toothbrushing. Unlike formal meditation, which often requires dedicated time and space, brushing your teeth is already built into your daily routine. It's a guaranteed opportunity to practice mindfulness without adding anything extra to your schedule. Over time, this practice can help you build a habit of presence that extends beyond the bathroom sink and into other areas of your life. In essence, brushing your teeth mindfully teaches us an important lesson. Happiness isn't found in grand achievements or exotic experiences. It's found in the quiet, unassuming moments of life. When we learn to savor these moments, we discover a wellspring of contentment within ourselves. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 5, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice, eating with awareness. Chapter 5, Eating with Awareness. Eating is one of the most fundamental human activities, an act so central to our survival that it's woven into every culture, tradition, and celebration around the world. Yet, despite its importance, many of us eat mindlessly, rushing through meals while distracted by phones, television, or thoughts about the next thing on our to-do list. When we eat this way, we miss out on the richness of the experience, the flavors, textures, and sensations that make eating such a joyful and nourishing activity. Mindful eating invites us to slow down, pay attention, and truly savor each bite, transforming meals into opportunities for presence and gratitude. Mindful eating has its roots in ancient practices like Buddhist meditation, where monks would approach meals with deep reverence and awareness. They viewed eating not just as a means of sustenance, but as a sacred ritual, a chance to connect with the earth, the people who grew and prepared the food, and their own bodies. Today, mindful eating has been embraced by modern psychology and nutrition as a powerful tool for improving physical health, emotional well-being, and our relationship with food. Research shows that mindful eating can reduce overeating, improve digestion, enhance enjoyment of meals, and even foster healthier eating habits. So, how do you practice mindful eating? The process begins long before you take your first bite. Start by setting an intention. Before you sit down to eat, take a moment to pause and say to yourself, I am doing this to nourish my body and honor the effort that went into this meal. This simple act shifts your mindset from obligation to appreciation. You're no longer just fueling up. You're engaging fully with the experience. Once you've set your intention, focus on the sensory details of your food. Before you dig in, take a few moments to observe the meal in front of you. Notice the colors, shapes, and textures on your plate. Is the dish vibrant and colorful, or subtle and monochromatic? Are the ingredients chopped finely or left in larger pieces? Take in the aromas rising from the food, whether it's the savory scent of roasted vegetables, the sweetness of fresh fruit, or the spiciness of herbs and seasonings. These sensory details are invitations to be present. Now begin eating slowly and deliberately. Pick up your fork, spoon, or chopsticks with intention and take a small bite. As you chew, notice the flavors unfolding in your mouth. Is it sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or umami? How does the texture feel against your tongue? Crispy, creamy, chewy, or smooth? Pay attention to how the taste evolves as you continue chewing, revealing layers of complexity that might otherwise go unnoticed. By slowing down and savoring each bite, you give your brain time to register fullness, which helps prevent overeating. As you eat, allow your awareness to expand beyond the food itself. Tune into the sounds around you, the clinking of utensils, the hum of conversation, or the quiet ambience of your surroundings. Feel the temperature of the food. Is it warm and comforting, or cool and refreshing? Notice how your body responds to the meal. Does it feel energized, satisfied, or perhaps heavy and sluggish? These observations deepen your connection to the experience and help you develop a more intuitive understanding of what your body needs. Breathing plays an important role in mindful eating. Between bites, take a moment to put down your utensils and take a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This conscious breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also creates space for reflection and gratitude. You might even imagine that with each exhale, you're releasing tension, stress, or negativity along with the act of chewing and swallowing. One of the most profound aspects of mindful eating is its ability to cultivate gratitude. As you eat, reflect on the journey your food took to reach your plate. Who grew it, harvested it, transported it, or prepared it? What elements of nature, sunlight, rain, soil, contributed to its growth? Even the simplest meals have stories behind them, and acknowledging these connections fosters a sense of appreciation and interconnectedness. Take a moment to silently thank the farmers, cooks, and everyone else involved in bringing this meal to you. For those who struggle with emotional eating or unhealthy relationships with food, mindful eating can be particularly transformative. Instead of using food as a source of comfort or distraction, mindful eating encourages you to tune into your body's true hunger signals. Are you eating because you're physically hungry, or are you responding to boredom, stress, or habit? By pausing to ask yourself these questions, you create space to make conscious choices about what and how much you consume. Over time, this practice helps you develop a healthier, more balanced relationship with food. Another powerful aspect of mindful eating is its emphasis on quality over quantity. When you eat mindfully, you naturally gravitate toward foods that nourish your body and delight your senses. A single square of dark chocolate savored slowly can be far more satisfying than a whole bar devoured absent-mindedly. Similarly, a bowl of homemade soup enjoyed with full attention can feel more fulfilling than a rushed fast food meal. By prioritizing quality and presence, you elevate the act of eating from mere consumption to a meaningful experience. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating elements of ritual into your meals. For example, you might light a candle or set the table with care to create a calming atmosphere. Alternatively, you could dedicate your meal to someone you care about, offering it as a silent gesture of kindness or gratitude. These small acts infuse your eating experience with purpose and meaning. Mindful eating also lends itself beautifully to social contexts. While many forms of mindfulness are solitary, meals are often shared experiences. Invite friends, family, or colleagues to join you for a mindful meal, encouraging them to focus on their food and the company around them. Not only does this foster connection, but it also creates opportunities to introduce mindfulness to others in a low-pressure, enjoyable way. Finally, let's talk about the versatility of mindful eating. Unlike formal meditation, which requires dedicated time and space, mindful eating can be seamlessly integrated into your existing routine. Whether you're enjoying breakfast at home, lunch at work, or dinner at a restaurant, you can bring awareness to your movements and surroundings. Start small, perhaps dedicating 5 minutes of your meal to full attention, and gradually extend the duration as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Over time, you'll find that mindful eating becomes second nature, enriching your everyday experiences. In essence, mindful eating teaches us that nourishment isn't just about fueling our bodies, it's about feeding our souls. By embracing the simplicity of eating, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. Each bite becomes an opportunity to connect with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 6, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice, breathing exercises for daily life. Chapter 6, Breathing Exercises for Daily Life. Breathing is one of the most essential and automatic functions of our bodies, an act so fundamental that we often take it for granted. Yet, when approached with mindfulness, breathing becomes a powerful tool for cultivating calm, focus, and presence in our daily lives. Unlike other mindfulness practices that require specific settings or tools, conscious breathing can be done anytime, anywhere. It's always available to us, making it one of the simplest yet most transformative ways to anchor ourselves in the present moment. Breath-focused mindfulness has deep roots in ancient traditions like yoga, Buddhism, and Taoism, where practitioners have long understood the connection between breath and mental clarity. In Sanskrit, the term pranayama refers to the practice of controlling and expanding the life force through breath. Similarly, in Buddhist meditation, mindful breathing serves as a cornerstone for developing awareness and concentration. Modern science now supports these ancient insights, showing that controlled breathing can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and enhance overall well-being. So, how do you practice mindful breathing? The beauty of this technique lies in its accessibility. You don't need any special equipment or training, just your own body and a willingness to pay attention. To begin, find a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably. If you're sitting, keep your spine straight but relaxed, with your hands resting gently on your lap or knees. If you're lying down, allow your arms to rest by your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable, or keep them softly focused on a fixed point. Once you're settled, bring your attention to your breath. Don't try to change anything about it, simply observe its natural rhythm. Notice the sensation of air entering your nostrils. Is it cool or warm? Feel your chest and abdomen rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation. Tune into the subtle sounds of your breath, whether it's the gentle whoosh of air moving in and out or the quiet pause between breaths. These details serve as anchors, keeping you grounded in the present moment. If your mind starts to wander to thoughts about work, relationships, or what's for dinner, gently acknowledge the thought without judgment and return your focus to your breath. Remember, mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts altogether. It's about noticing them and choosing where to direct your attention. Each time you refocus on your breath, you strengthen your ability to stay present. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating specific breathing techniques. One of the most widely used methods is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. This technique involves engaging your diaphragm, the large muscle below your lungs, to draw air deeply into your abdomen rather than shallowly into your chest. To practice, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you inhale deeply through your nose, feel your abdomen expand like a balloon. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, feel your belly contract. Diaphragmatic breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also increases oxygen flow to your brain, promoting clarity and relaxation. Another powerful technique is box breathing, which involves inhaling, holding, exhaling, and pausing for equal counts. For example, inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds, and then pause for 4 seconds before repeating the cycle. Box breathing creates a sense of balance and stability, making it particularly effective for managing stress or anxiety. It's also portable. You can use it during a busy workday while waiting in line or even in the middle of a challenging conversation. For those seeking a more energizing practice, alternate nostril breathing offers a unique blend of focus and vitality. This technique involves using your thumb and ring finger to alternately close one nostril at a time while breathing through the other. Start by closing your right nostril with your thumb and inhaling deeply through your left nostril. Then close your left nostril with your ring finger, release your thumb, and exhale through your right nostril. Continue alternating sides, maintaining a steady rhythm. Alternate nostril breathing harmonizes the left and right hemispheres of the brain, promoting mental clarity and emotional balance. Beyond structured techniques, mindful breathing can be integrated seamlessly into your daily routine. For example, you might use your breath as an anchor during moments of transition, when waking up in the morning, commuting to work, or winding down at night. Simply take 3 slow, deliberate breaths, focusing on the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. These brief pauses create space for reflection and reset your nervous system, helping you approach the next task with greater ease and focus. Mindful breathing also enhances other mindfulness practices. For instance, when washing dishes, walking, or eating, you can synchronize your movements with your breath to create a sense of flow and harmony. Coordinating breath and action not only deepens your awareness, but also fosters a meditative state that makes everyday activities more fulfilling. One of the most profound aspects of mindful breathing is its ability to connect us with the present moment. Unlike thoughts, which often pull us into the past or future, the breath exists only here and now. By anchoring your attention to your breath, you cultivate a sense of immediacy and aliveness that transcends the distractions of daily life. Over time, this practice helps you develop resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with greater equanimity and grace. For those new to mindfulness, breathing exercises offer a gentle entry point. Unlike seated meditation, which requires extended periods of stillness, mindful breathing can be practiced in short bursts throughout the day. Start with just a few minutes at a time, gradually increasing the duration as you grow more comfortable. You might also experiment with different techniques to discover what resonates most with you. There's no right or wrong way to breathe mindfully. It's all about finding what works best for your unique needs and preferences. Finally, let's talk about the broader benefits of mindful breathing. Beyond its immediate calming effects, this practice strengthens your capacity for self-regulation, emotional intelligence, and compassion. By learning to observe your breath and by extension your thoughts and emotions, you develop a greater understanding of your inner landscape. This awareness empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, fostering healthier relationships with yourself and others. In essence, mindful breathing teaches us an important lesson. Peace isn't something we find outside ourselves, it's something we cultivate within. By embracing the simplicity of the breath, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. Each inhale and exhale becomes an opportunity to reconnect with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 7, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice, showering mindfully. Chapter 7. Showering mindfully. Showering is one of those daily rituals that most of us perform without much thought, an automatic sequence of turning on the faucet, scrubbing, rinsing, and stepping out. Yet, when approached with mindfulness, this simple act can transform into a deeply nourishing experience, offering a chance to reconnect with your body, your senses, and the present moment. Showering mindfully invites you to slow down, savor the sensations, and turn this routine activity into a sacred ritual of self-care. The shower is already a place of transition, a space where we cleanse not only our bodies but also our minds. Whether it's the first thing you do in the morning to wake up or the last thing before bed to unwind, the shower holds immense potential for mindfulness. By bringing awareness to this everyday task, you can create a pocket of calm and presence in your day, no matter how busy or stressful life becomes. So, how do you practice mindfulness while showering? The process begins even before you step under the water. Start by setting an intention before you turn on the faucet. Take a moment to pause and say to yourself, I am doing this to care for my body and nurture my well-being. This simple act shifts your mindset from obligation to purpose. You're no longer just getting clean, you're engaging fully with the experience. Once you've set your intention, focus on the sensory details of the shower. Notice the temperature of the water as it flows over your skin. Is it warm and soothing or cool and invigorating? Pay attention to the pressure of the water against your shoulders, back, and legs. Feel the texture of the droplets as they cascade down your body, creating a gentle rhythm that anchors you in the present moment. If your mind starts to wander to thoughts about your day, your to-do list, or anything else, gently bring your attention back to the physical sensations of the water. As you begin washing, move slowly and deliberately. Lather your soap or body wash in your hands, noticing its scent. Is it floral, citrusy, or earthy? Observe the way the foam forms and spreads across your skin. As you scrub, pay attention to the movement of your hands. Are they gentle or firm? Notice how the lather feels against your body, smooth, creamy, or slightly gritty. Each stroke of your hands is an opportunity to connect with your body and express gratitude for its strength and resilience. For those who use shampoo or conditioner, take time to appreciate the process. Squeeze a small amount into your palm, feeling its coolness or warmth. Massage it into your scalp, noticing the sensation of your fingers working through your hair. Imagine that with each circular motion, you're releasing tension and stress, allowing them to flow down the drain along with the suds. When you rinse, listen to the sound of the water splashing over your head, carrying away the product and leaving your hair refreshed and renewed. Another powerful aspect of mindful showering is its connection to breath. As you stand under the water, take slow, deliberate breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This conscious breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also enhances your awareness of the present moment. You might even imagine that with each inhale, you're drawing in fresh energy and vitality, and with each exhale, you're releasing fatigue, negativity, or emotional residue. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating elements of gratitude into your shower. As you wash different parts of your body, your arms, legs, torso, face, reflect on their role in your life. Your hands allow you to touch, create, and connect. Your legs carry you through the world. Your heart beats tirelessly to keep you alive. Even the smallest parts of your body have immense value when viewed through the lens of appreciation. Take a moment to silently thank your body for all it does for you, nurturing a sense of self-compassion and respect. Mindful showering also offers a unique opportunity to tune into the sounds and rhythms of water. Listen closely to the way the water hits the tiles, the shower head, or your skin. Is it steady and constant, or does it vary in intensity? Notice how the sound changes when you adjust the temperature or pressure. These auditory details can serve as anchors, helping you stay grounded in the moment. For those who enjoy aromatherapy, the shower is an ideal setting to incorporate scents that enhance mindfulness. Essential oils like lavender, eucalyptus, or peppermint can elevate your experience, providing additional layers of relaxation or invigoration. As you breathe in the aroma, visualize it filling your body with calmness, clarity, or energy, depending on what you need at that moment. One of the most profound aspects of mindful showering is its ability to foster a sense of renewal. Water has long been associated with cleansing, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. As the water washes over you, imagine it carrying away not only dirt and sweat, but also any lingering stress, worries, or negative emotions. Picture yourself emerging from the shower feeling lighter, refreshed, and ready to face whatever comes next. Beyond its immediate benefits, mindful showering can influence how you approach other self-care activities. For example, brushing your teeth, washing your face, or applying lotion become opportunities to slow down and connect with yourself. By weaving mindfulness into these moments, you transform what might otherwise feel like chores into acts of kindness and presence. Of course, practicing mindfulness while showering doesn't mean you'll never feel rushed or distracted. Some mornings you might be pressed for time, or some evenings you might be too tired to focus. That's perfectly okay. Mindfulness isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Whenever you notice your attention slipping or your emotions flaring, simply acknowledge it and return to the task. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded in the present moment. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating elements of ritual or symbolism into your shower routine. For instance, you might visualize the water cleansing away not just physical impurities, but also mental clutter or emotional burdens. Imagine stepping out of the shower with a sense of clarity and purpose, symbolizing a fresh start to your day or a peaceful close to your evening. Alternatively, you could dedicate your shower to someone you care about, offering it as a silent gesture of kindness or gratitude. These small acts infuse the experience with meaning, transforming it into more than just a chore. Finally, let's talk about the accessibility of mindful showering. Unlike formal meditation, which often requires dedicated time and space, showering is already built into your daily routine. It's a guaranteed opportunity to practice mindfulness without adding anything extra to your schedule. Over time, this practice can help you build a habit of presence that extends beyond the bathroom and into other areas of your life. In essence, showering mindfully teaches us an important lesson. Self-care isn't just about pampering ourselves, it's about nurturing our relationship with the present moment. By embracing the simplicity of showering, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. Each drop of water becomes an invitation to reconnect with ourselves, with our bodies, and with the world around us. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 8, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice: listening deeply in conversations. Chapter 8. Listening deeply in conversations. Listening is one of the most fundamental aspects of human connection, an act so central to our relationships that it shapes how we understand and interact with others. Yet, despite its importance, true listening is surprisingly rare in our fast-paced, distraction-filled world. Too often, we listen only partially, our minds preoccupied with formulating responses, scrolling through our phones, or thinking about what's next on our agenda. Mindful listening invites us to slow down, pay attention, and truly hear what others are saying, transforming ordinary conversations into moments of deep connection and presence. Mindful listening has its roots in ancient spiritual practices like Buddhism, where practitioners emphasize the importance of deep listening as a form of compassion and understanding. In modern psychology, active listening, a close cousin of mindful listening, is recognized as a cornerstone of effective communication, fostering trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Research shows that mindful listening not only strengthens relationships, but also enhances emotional intelligence, reduces misunderstandings, and promotes a sense of belonging. So, how do you practice mindful listening? The process begins with setting an intention. Before entering a conversation, take a moment to pause and say to yourself, "I am here to listen fully and with care." This simple act shifts your mindset from passive hearing to active engagement. You're no longer just waiting for your turn to speak. You're committing to being fully present for the other person. Once you've set your intention, focus on the speaker. Notice their tone of voice. Is it warm and inviting, or tense and hurried? Pay attention to their body language. Are they leaning forward with enthusiasm or crossing their arms defensively? Observe their facial expression, which often reveal emotions words alone cannot convey. These details provide rich layers of meaning, helping you understand not just what is being said, but how it is being felt. As the conversation unfolds, resist the urge to interrupt or jump in with advice. Instead, allow the speaker to express themselves fully without fear of judgment or interruption. If your mind starts to wander to thoughts about your own experiences, your responses, or unrelated distractions, gently bring your attention back to the speaker. Remember, mindfulness isn't about silencing your thoughts altogether. It's about noticing them and choosing where to direct your focus. Each time you refocus on the speaker, you strengthen your ability to stay present. One of the most powerful aspects of mindful listening is its emphasis on non-judgment. Instead of evaluating or critiquing what the speaker is saying, simply observe their words with curiosity and openness. Avoid labeling their thoughts as right or wrong, smart or silly. By letting go of judgment, you create a safe space for honest and authentic communication. This approach fosters trust, encouraging the speaker to share more openly and vulnerably. To deepen your practice, consider tuning into the emotions behind the words. Is the speaker expressing joy, frustration, sadness, or excitement? Sometimes the underlying emotion is more important than the content of the message itself. By acknowledging and validating these feelings, you show the speaker that you truly see and hear them. For example, you might say, "It sounds like this situation has been really challenging for you," or "I can tell how much this means to you." These small reflections demonstrate empathy and deepen the connection between you and the speaker. Mindful listening also involves being aware of your own reactions during a conversation. Notice how certain topics or statements make you feel. Do they trigger defensiveness, excitement, or discomfort? By observing your internal responses without acting on them impulsively, you maintain control over your emotions and prevent unnecessary conflict. This self-awareness allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react instinctively, fostering healthier and more productive interactions. For those who struggle with interruptions or multitasking during conversations, mindful listening offers a powerful antidote. Start by putting away distractions. Silence your phone, close your laptop, or step away from tasks that divide your attention. Make eye contact with the speaker, signaling that you are fully engaged. If you find yourself tempted to interject or offer unsolicited advice, remind yourself that the goal is to listen, not to fix. Sometimes people simply need to be heard, not solved. Another aspect of mindful listening is recognizing the value of silence. In many cultures, silence is seen as awkward or uncomfortable, prompting us to fill every gap with words. However, mindful listening embraces silence as a natural part of conversation. It gives the speaker time to gather their thoughts and allows you to process what they've said. When used intentionally, silence can deepen understanding and create space for meaningful reflection. To further enhance your practice, consider incorporating gratitude into your listening. After a conversation, take a moment to reflect on what you learned or appreciated about the exchange. Did the speaker share something insightful or inspiring? Did they express vulnerability or courage? Acknowledging these moments cultivates a sense of appreciation for the richness of human connection. You might even thank the speaker afterward, saying something like, "Thank you for sharing that with me. It really made me think." These small gestures reinforce the bond between you and the speaker, leaving both parties feeling valued and understood. Mindful listening extends beyond one-on-one conversations. It's equally valuable in group settings such as meetings, family gatherings, or social events. In these contexts, mindful listening requires balancing your attention between multiple speakers while staying grounded in the present moment. Avoid zoning out or mentally rehearsing your contribution while others are speaking. Instead, engage fully with each person's perspective, recognizing the diversity of voices and experiences within the group. One of the most profound benefits of mindful listening is its ripple effect. When you listen deeply, you inspire others to do the same, creating a cycle of mutual respect and understanding. Over time, this practice transforms not only individual conversations, but entire relationships, fostering greater harmony and collaboration. Whether at home, work, or in your community, mindful listening has the power to bridge divides, resolve conflicts, and build stronger connections. Finally, let's talk about the accessibility of mindful listening. Unlike formal meditation, which often requires dedicated time and space, mindful listening can be practiced anytime and anywhere. Every conversation, whether casual or serious, brief or extended, offers an opportunity to cultivate presence and empathy. Start small, perhaps dedicating 5 minutes of a conversation to full attention, and gradually extend the duration as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Over time, you'll find that mindful listening becomes second nature, enriching your interactions and deepening your relationships. In essence, mindful listening teaches us an important lesson. Connection isn't just about speaking, it's about truly hearing and being heard. By embracing the simplicity of listening, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. Each word becomes an opportunity to reconnect with ourselves, with others, and with the shared humanity that binds us all. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 9, where we'll explore another powerful mindfulness practice: practicing gratitude throughout the day. Chapter 9, practicing gratitude throughout the day. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices we can cultivate. A simple yet profound way to shift our perspective, enhance our well-being, and deepen our connection to life. It's easy to get caught up in what's lacking or what's going wrong, but when we consciously focus on what we're thankful for, we will begin to see the abundance and beauty that already exist in our lives. Practicing gratitude throughout the day isn't just about feeling good. It's about rewiring our minds to notice and appreciate the positives, no matter how small. Over time, this practice fosters resilience, joy, and a greater sense of fulfillment. Gratitude has deep roots in spiritual and philosophical traditions around the world. In Buddhism, gratitude is seen as a path to contentment and inner peace, reminding us to cherish the present moment and honor the interconnectedness of all beings. In Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and many other faiths, gratitude is considered a virtue, a way to acknowledge divine blessings and express humility. Modern science now supports these ancient insights, showing that practicing gratitude can improve mental health, strengthen relationships, boost physical health, and even increase happiness. So, how do you practice gratitude mindfully? The process begins with setting an intention. Before you start your day, take a moment to pause and say to yourself, "Today I will look for opportunities to feel and express gratitude." This simple act shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, preparing you to notice the gifts and blessings hidden in plain sight. One of the easiest ways to practice gratitude is through daily reflection. At the beginning or end of each day, take a few minutes to think about what you're grateful for. These don't have to be grand achievements or extraordinary events. They can be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a stranger, or the sound of birds chirping outside your window. Write them down in a journal if you'd like, creating a tangible record of positivity that you can revisit whenever you need a reminder of life's goodness. Writing amplifies the benefits of gratitude, helping you articulate your thoughts and reinforce positive emotions. To deepen your practice, consider incorporating gratitude into specific moments throughout your day. For example, as you wake up, take a moment to appreciate the gift of a new day. Feel the softness of your bed, the warmth of sunlight streaming through the window, or the gentle rhythm of your breath. As you go about your routine, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, commuting to work, pause occasionally to notice what you're thankful for. Perhaps you're grateful for the food on your plate, the comfort of your clothes, or the ability to move freely. By weaving gratitude into these ordinary activities, you infuse them with meaning and joy. Another powerful way to practice gratitude is by expressing it outwardly. Take time to thank the people who contribute to your life, whether it's a family member, friend, colleague, or even a barista who brightened your morning with a smile. A heartfelt thank you not only strengthens your relationship with others, but also reinforces your own sense of appreciation. If someone has made a significant impact on your life, consider writing them a letter or note detailing why you're grateful for them. Research shows that expressing gratitude in this way can profoundly benefit both the giver and the receiver, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding. Mindful gratitude also involves recognizing challenges as opportunities for growth. While it may seem counterintuitive to feel grateful for difficulties, reframing adversity as a teacher can help us build resilience and wisdom. For instance, instead of dwelling on frustration over a missed deadline, you might reflect on what the experience taught you about time management or self-compassion. Similarly, rather than resenting a disagreement with a loved one, you might appreciate the chance to deepen your communication skills and strengthen your bond. By adopting this mindset, you transform obstacles into stepping stones toward personal development. For those who struggle to find things to be grateful for, especially during tough times, start small. Focus on basic necessities like shelter, food, clean water, or the ability to breathe. Reflect on the systems and individuals that support these essentials. Farmers who grow your food, engineers who design infrastructure, healthcare workers who keep communities safe. Even in moments of hardship, there are countless reasons to feel gratitude if we train ourselves to look closely enough. Another aspect of mindful gratitude is its connection to the senses. As you move through your day, tune into the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures around you. Notice the vibrant colors of autumn leaves, the soothing melody of raindrops, the comforting aroma of freshly baked bread, or the refreshing coolness of a breeze against your skin. Each sensory experience is a reminder of life's richness and complexity, offering endless opportunities to feel awe and appreciation. To make gratitude a habit, consider integrating it into existing routines. For example, use mealtime as a chance to reflect on the journey your food took to reach your plate, the farmers, transporters, grocers, and cooks involved in its creation. Or, during your evening wind down, review your day and identify 3 things that brought you joy or comfort. Over time, these small acts accumulate, shaping your outlook and enhancing your overall well-being. Mindful gratitude also extends beyond personal experiences to encompass broader aspects of life. Take a moment to appreciate the natural world, the earth beneath your feet, the air you breathe, the cycles of seasons that sustain ecosystems. Recognize the efforts of activists, innovators, and leaders working to create a better future. By expanding your gratitude beyond yourself, you foster a sense of interconnectedness and responsibility, inspiring you to contribute positively to the world around you. One of the most profound benefits of practicing gratitude is its ability to rewire your brain. Neuroscientific studies show that regularly focusing on what you're thankful for increases activity in areas of the brain associated with happiness, empathy, and emotional regulation. This neurological shift not only enhances your mood in the short term, but also builds long-term resilience, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and optimism. Finally, let's talk about the versatility of mindful gratitude. Unlike formal meditation, which often requires dedicated time and space, gratitude can be practiced anytime, anywhere. Every interaction, task, or moment offers an opportunity to cultivate appreciation. Start small, perhaps dedicating 5 minutes of your day to intentionally noticing what you're grateful for, and gradually extend the duration as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Over time, you'll find that gratitude becomes second nature, enriching your experiences and deepening your connection to life. In essence, practicing gratitude teaches us an important lesson. Happiness isn't found in acquiring more, it's found in appreciating what we already have. By embracing the simplicity of gratitude, we open ourselves to the profound potential of presence. Each moment becomes an invitation to reconnect with ourselves, with others, and with the beauty and wonder of existence. With that understanding, let's transition to Chapter 10, where we'll explore how to integrate mindfulness into your daily routine seamlessly. Chapter 10, Integrating Mindfulness into Your Daily Routine. Integrating mindfulness into your daily routine is the final step in making it a sustainable and transformative practice, a way of living rather than something you do occasionally. Mindfulness isn't meant to be confined to meditation cushions or specific activities. It's about weaving presence into every aspect of your life. When mindfulness becomes part of your everyday rhythm, it stops being an extra thing to do and starts becoming who you are. This chapter will explore how to seamlessly blend mindfulness into your day, offering practical tips, insights, and encouragement to help you create a lifestyle rooted in awareness and intention. The first key to integrating mindfulness is understanding that it doesn't require large blocks of time or special conditions. Many people assume they need hours of quiet solitude to practice mindfulness. But the truth is, mindfulness thrives in simplicity. It's about finding small moments throughout your day to pause, breathe, and reconnect with the present moment. Whether you're brushing your teeth, waiting in line, or folding laundry, each activity offers an opportunity to bring awareness to what you're doing. By shifting your mindset from "I don't have time for this" to "I can find time within this," you unlock the potential for mindfulness in everything you do. One of the most effective ways to integrate mindfulness is through habit stacking, the practice of attaching a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already drink coffee or tea in the morning, use that ritual as a trigger to practice mindfulness. As you sip your beverage, focus on the warmth of the cup in your hands, the aroma rising from the liquid, and the taste as it touches your tongue. Similarly, if you always wash your face before bed, use that moment to tune into the sensations of water against your skin or the scent of your cleanser. Habit stacking makes mindfulness feel less like an addition and more like an enhancement of something you're already doing. Another powerful strategy is creating mindful transitions between tasks. Life often feels rushed because we move from one activity to the next without pausing to reset. To counteract this, build brief moments of mindfulness into your transitions. For instance, Before starting work, take 3 slow, deep breaths to center yourself. After finishing a meeting, stand up, stretch, and notice how your body feels. When moving from one room to another, walk slowly and deliberately, paying attention to each step. These tiny pauses act as anchors, grounding you in the present moment and preventing overwhelm. Mindfulness also benefits from environmental cues, subtle reminders embedded in your surroundings that prompt you to be present. Place sticky notes with phrases like breathe or be here now in visible spots around your home or workspace. Set alarms on your phone with gentle reminders to check in with yourself throughout the day. Surround yourself with objects that evoke calm and presence, such as plants, candles, or meaningful photographs. These cues serve as invitations to return to the moment whenever distractions arise. To make mindfulness truly stick, it helps to align it with your values. Ask yourself why mindfulness matters to you. Is it to reduce stress, improve focus, strengthen relationships, cultivate joy? Whatever your reason, let it guide your practice. For example, if connection is important to you, prioritize mindful listening during conversations. If health is a priority, focus on eating with awareness or practicing gratitude for your body's abilities. When mindfulness reflects your deepest intentions, it becomes easier to commit to it consistently. Another essential aspect of integrating mindfulness is embracing imperfection. There will be days when you forget to pause, when your mind feels chaotic, or when life gets too busy to dedicate much attention to presence. That's okay. Mindfulness isn't about achieving some ideal state of calm or productivity. It's about showing up again and again with curiosity and compassion. Treat yourself kindly on difficult days, knowing that every effort counts, no matter how small. Over time, these efforts accumulate, shaping your habits and mindset in lasting ways. For those seeking structure, consider designing a mindful morning and evening routine. Mornings set the tone for the rest of your day, so begin yours with intention. Upon waking, take a few moments to lie still and notice your breath. Stretch your body gently, tuning into any areas of tension or ease. As you prepare for the day, whether it's making breakfast, getting dressed, or commuting, focus on the sensory details of each task. In the evenings, wind down with rituals that promote reflection and relaxation. Review your day with gratitude, noting what went well and what challenged you. Practice self-compassion for any missteps, then release them as you prepare for rest. Technology can be both a barrier and a tool for mindfulness, depending on how you use it. On one hand, constant notifications and screen time can fragment your attention and pull you away from the present moment. On the other hand, apps, podcasts, and guided meditations can support your practice by providing structure and inspiration. Strike a balance by setting boundaries around your tech use. Designate phone-free zones or times, turn off unnecessary notifications, and use technology intentionally rather than reactively. When used mindfully, digital tools can enhance rather than detract from your journey. Physical movement is another gateway to integrating mindfulness. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or stretching naturally encourage awareness of your body and breath. Even simpler movements, like reaching for a book, opening a door, or adjusting your posture, can become opportunities to check in with yourself. Notice how your muscles engage, how your weight shifts, and how your energy flows. Movement reminds us that mindfulness isn't static, it's dynamic, adaptable, and alive. Social interactions also offer fertile ground for mindfulness. Beyond listening deeply, as we explored in Chapter 8, you can bring awareness to how you engage with others. Are you fully present during conversations, or are you multitasking mentally? Do you respond with kindness and patience, or do you react impulsively? Mindful communication strengthens relationships by fostering trust, empathy, and mutual respect. It also reflects back on you, reminding you of your capacity for compassion and understanding. Nature provides yet another avenue for integrating mindfulness. Spending time outdoors, even briefly, can anchor you in the present moment and remind you of life's interconnectedness. Feel the sun on your skin, listen to the rustle of leaves, smell the earth after rain, or watch clouds drift across the sky. Nature invites us to slow down and marvel at its beauty, offering lessons in impermanence, resilience, and harmony. If outdoor access is limited, bring elements of nature indoors with houseplants, natural light, or recordings of birdsong and flowing water. Finally, remember that mindfulness is a lifelong journey, not a destination. As you continue to integrate it into your daily routine, you'll encounter challenges and breakthroughs, setbacks and growth. Celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental, and remain open to learning along the way. Trust that each mindful moment contributes to a deeper sense of peace, clarity, and fulfillment. In essence, integrating mindfulness into your routine teaches us an important lesson. Presence isn't something you achieve once and keep forever. It's something you nurture daily, moment by moment. By embracing the simplicity of mindfulness, we open ourselves to the profound potential of living fully awake to life. Each breath, each step, each interaction becomes an invitation to reconnect with ourselves, with others, and with the infinite richness of existence. With that understanding, let's transition to our closing thoughts, where we'll reflect on the journey we've shared and invite you to carry mindfulness forward into your own life. And so, we arrive at the end of this journey together, a journey through mindfulness in everyday activities, where we've explored how to bring presence, awareness, and joy into the simplest moments of life. As we close this chapter, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered and invite you to carry these practices forward into your own life. Mindfulness isn't just a technique or a tool, it's a way of being, an invitation to slow down, pay attention, and savor the richness of the present moment. From washing dishes to walking mindfully, from eating with awareness to brushing your teeth, each activity offers an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. These moments may seem ordinary, but when approached with intention, they reveal extraordinary depth and beauty. Throughout this video, we've seen that mindfulness doesn't require perfection or elaborate rituals. It's about finding small ways to anchor yourself in the here and now. Whether it's feeling the warmth of water on your hands, listening deeply to a loved one, or simply taking 3 conscious breaths before starting your day. The key is consistency, not doing everything perfectly, but showing up again and again with curiosity and compassion. As you move forward, remember that mindfulness is a practice, not a destination. There will be days when it feels easy and natural, and there will be days when it feels challenging or distant. That's part of the process. What matters most is your willingness to keep trying, knowing that every effort counts. Over time, these tiny acts of presence add up, shaping your habits, mindset, and experience of life in profound ways. One of the greatest gifts of mindfulness is its accessibility. You don't need special tools, expensive classes, or hours of free time to practice it. All you need is a moment, a single breath, a step, a bite, and the intention to be fully present. Whether you're commuting to work, folding laundry, or gazing at the stars, mindfulness can meet you where you are, offering calm and clarity amidst the busyness of life. I also want to acknowledge the courage it takes to embark on this path. In a world that often values speed over stillness, productivity over presence, choosing mindfulness is a radical act of self-care and rebellion. By slowing down and tuning in, you're not only nurturing your own well-being, but also contributing to a more compassionate and connected world. Every mindful moment ripples outward, touching everyone and everything around you. Before we part ways, I'd like to leave you with a final thought. Life is made up of moments, and those moments are all we truly have. When we rush through them, chasing some future goal or dwelling on past regrets, we miss the essence of what it means to live. But when we pause, breathe, and pay attention, we discover that the present moment is enough. It's complete, whole, and infinitely precious. If you've enjoyed this exploration of mindfulness, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with others who might benefit. My channel, The Mindful Zone, is dedicated to helping people cultivate presence, peace, and purpose in their daily lives, and I'd love for you to join me on this ongoing journey. Check out my playlist on mindfulness and meditation for more content designed to support your practice. Thank you for spending this time with me, for your openness, your curiosity, and your commitment to living more fully. May your days be filled with presence, kindness, and joy. May you find beauty in the ordinary and wonder in the everyday. And may you always remember that mindfulness isn't something you do. It's something you are. Until next time, take a deep breath with me. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and exhale completely. Beautiful. Namaste.